Hello and welcome to Cosmic Sisters Tarot. In today's reading we are going to ask the Egyptian god Thoth, who is known for his wisdom, his writing and his knowledge and cosmic order. As usual, there will be 3 piles of which we are going to ask Thoth for our 3 significator cards. So give me a moment. I wasn't looking then, but when I opened my eyes, these 3 were facing up. So they are our 3 significator cards for pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'm now going to pick an Egyptian rune for each one. Pile 1, we have the Lotus. Pile 2, and pile 3. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3. I will leave a still image for you to ponder over with some Egyptian music, an incantation, and I will see you on the other side.
What knows what of our divine word, scribe of the gods and keeper of time, bearer of the ibis who watches the stars, I call to thee across the veil of night. Grant me the light of the emerald flame, the wisdom that dances through aeons and names. Open my mind to the sacred design, reveal the patterns in the stars and in signs. By the moon's soft glow and Mercury's wing, let magic awaken and mysteries sing. Let insight flow as the Nile divine, so shall your will and my spirit align.
Hello, pile number 1, and you picked the Ace of Pentacles and the lotus flower. So the lotus is about death, rebirth, about creation, which is interesting because the Ace of Pentacles, number 1, is the ace, the first card in the pentacle suit, and it is about beginnings, new beginnings. It's the seed, it's the start of something new, so it's the birth of a new creation, it's the birth of something wonderful and fulfilling because of the pentacles. I'm even getting the message of a physical birth, which is interesting. We'll come back to that. I'm going to put that card in the pack and I'm going to do the reading with the whole deck. So, great God of scribing, writing, knowledge, all that information you have, what do you have to share with pile number 1? Does he want me to know? There is a beginning and an end. And to the end, though abrupt, something will shine through and be your guiding light. What is his message for you? There is definitely a birth. Definitely there is a physical birth, which is really interesting. So that we have this one reversed, and it was because I had the deck reversed. Hence I turned it round when I realised, but obviously that one is meant to be reversed, which is the Queen of Cups. So let's look at her. She has her child on her lap. So I'm getting the feeling of motherhood. Now, for the significator card, which was the Ace of Coins, doesn't point towards a birth as in a human birth, but the birth of new ideas and creativity. But I feel that there's been whatever that was I said earlier, I wasn't aware what I was saying, but I think it was about an abrupt ending and a new beginning coming in a positive way. But I feel with motherhood or this creation, if it's not actually a physical birth, it's if it is, it might not be connected to you if you don't feel the urge to give birth, or if it's just you giving birth to a new idea and closing one door and opening another. I feel like there could have been a death card here, as in one door shuts and new door opens, but it was just an abrupt ending. But with the Lotus closes at night and then closes in the day and opens at night. So it's a constant, like a constant end and a beginning. It's a constant open and close. So this is unlike the death card where there's a line drawn and one door shuts, another door opens. Actually, now I'm getting why the death card didn't come up, because it's a constant opening and closing of doors. It's like a small shifts forward, small stages, but each one is overcoming an obstacle. And I feel that you've got that drive and urge to do this, to get on with stuff despite any obstacles, and just to overrun them and sail through whatever it is that you are facing. I was just asking Thoth there, and the electricity, the power just went slightly. And I feel like it is like with the Lotus, night and day, light on, light off. There is definitely something about motherhood, and if it's not a birth of a child, it could be related to a mother figure because of the Empress, but it's just all about birthing and birthing ideas and giving birth to creativity, or giving physical actually giving birth if it's not directed to you. I really feel strongly about this. It's something bright and new, and you will prosper if that is your desire. So with the King of Pentacles, we have gaining higher knowledge. We have with Thoth and the writing, I feel there's a mathematics side of things that has to be. I feel there's a mathematical thing to this. It could be about it's precision. It's about precision and being spot on and attention to detail. It's about all those little niggly things that need to be on point and clear. And with this, there is, you have good fortune and good luck coming your way. Oh, you have the Three of Cups here. And you have the Knave of Cups above, which is, to me, it's good news because you have the World down here. So it is everything you desire at the moment will come to fruition, and it's not going to take years. It's happening. Remember we were saying about day and night and light and dark, and going through these stages. It's steps. It's taking all these small steps and then working through each step, making sure things are in the right place before you move to the next step. And that's how you can progress forward. In this deck, which is the Nefertari deck, the 3 here is about abundance. It's about an end of the suffering, or an end of the illness, or an end of the worry and stress, and the beginning of success. And 3 is usually about sharing that success. Again, 3, it's like 2 + 1. The Empress and the 3 is just pointing towards birth. It's really in my face, pointing towards birth. Everything here is about birth, and it's like a dream, a goal, and you've got the World, which means that you're going to get what you desire. It's about fulfillment, and it's about solutions. The World is about that perfection, that final result, that achievement, and having that final reward or present, that just it's just an overwhelming relief and happiness coming. This is really lovely, because it looks like before this you've had a lot of stumbling blocks, but it's taking this day, or each day at a time. Now I'm going to pick out, I haven't even got them ready, I'm going to pick out a Earth Wisdom, hence me leaving one gap there, pile number 1. Prosperity, wow. We picked the Ace of Coins, which is the magic touch, the golden touch, about being able to attain wealth. There could be an element of gifting here as well, where money is concerned, but prosperity in general. This is lovely, and notice it's a night card. Going back to the Lotus, it opens at night. There's a significance there with about things seem to be progressing of an evening, and then the dawn of a new day closes down and things are happening. There's a full moon here, so I'm getting this vision of night time when things seem to progress more than during the day, which is usually, you know, the other way round, which is very interesting. Let's pick out an alchemy card for you. Potassium, the doorway between dimensions, balancing aura, boost spiritual skills and health by eating bananas, oranges, broccoli, peas and mushrooms. So this is some advice to stay healthy. Oh gosh, if you're not having a baby, then this to me is, even if it's not someone you know who's trying for a baby, who's had some bad luck in the past, this is so pushing to, you know, eating healthy. The doorway between dimensions, come on, the doorway between dimensions, between not being born and being out there in the spiritual world and then being brought to life. Something, if not a baby, something is really being manifested and brought into this world and brought into life. And it's here telling you about being healthy and looking after yourself and balancing your aura, boost spiritual skills, bring in meditation and looking after your well-being spiritually, physically. Let's pick a dragon card for you, pile number 1. Generosity. In the open palms of kindness, giving softens the soul and eases worrying hearts. I feel the generosity is coming to you rather than you being generous. I feel like there's prosperity, so there's someone giving. There is, with this golden touch, it's like whenever you need abundance, something happens and you can manifest it and bring it forward. So your overall manifesting is pretty good. And I feel that this night time, this evening, especially this full moon, and there is water here, connections to water, because we have quite a few cups here, and emotions. With the potassium as well, healing your emotions. Everything needs to be balanced with the balancing aura. I just feel like health and physical, mental well-being just needs a nice, even balance, and any blockages will start flowing again. I have my little jar here and I'm going to shake it. Do you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of my abundance because there's so much of it. That's my gift to you, see? Now, as far as we have the balancing of the aura, let's see if we can pick a card up and pick up something from this sacred spirit oracle. Open intuition. I'm not that familiar with these cards, but looking at it, seek clarification. There's a lot of eyes on here, but I feel that the eyes are on you. So I'm going to read from the book. Opening our intuitive channels and trusting the messages that we receive can be challenging in the beginning. Not knowing how to interpret these vibes can lead to confusion if you are really listening, or is it just your imagination? You are already intuitive. Think about the times you have felt, heard, or just known about events or insights about others or places. Those gut feelings are your primary mechanism for this natural base instinct. Right now you must learn to decipher this internal guidance. You're receiving many messages, but misinterpreting the meaning. Focus on clearing your mind and resetting your psychic antenna. Again, balancing auras here. And boosting spiritual skills. So this is telling you to open up your intuition. You already have it. You just need a clear out. I think you need a psychic clean. So there's an affirmation. I am an open channel for my soul to seek its guidance. I will give you a final look at that one. And literally use your own intuition. Look at the picture and decipher yourself what you get from it. Because what I get from it is for me, what you get for it, for looking at it, is for you, and everybody will be different. It's in your hands. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed the reading and do come up again soon. Hello, pile number 2, and you picked the Ace or the One of Wands and the snake, Cobra, or Uraeus as it's called, which is about divine authority. And the One of Wands is about creativity. As in pile number 1 we had the Ace of Coins, here we have the Wands, which is about the beginning of a fiery, exciting, passionate journey that is just starting. So here we have the ox or apis, the creature from which Egyptian mythology originated. And he is about luck and inheritance, but also being the one, it's about it's just the starting point of everything. It's the origin, it's the beginnings. And we'll look later into this one because divine authority, I'm not sure where that's guiding me. Give me a minute. Again, it's about beginnings and endings, much like number 1, because we had the Ace and we had the Lotus. This is more about, it's the never-ending circle, like the Uraeus, where the snake eats its own tail. It's the constant shift. It's divine order. It's how things work, and it's how things are meant to be. It's just I'm getting the divine order of life, and it is going the way it should be going. Right, I'm going to put this one back in the deck. And I'm just getting vibes and messages of the divine light. Don't put out the light, keep the flame going. Looking at this flame, I was just getting that divine light. Head into the light. Take the first step. what is our message from our wonderful Thoth? Write your own story. Make everything about you. This is the divine order. Have faith in yourself. Well, you have two knights here facing each other. Look at those two horses. It's like they're battling each other. The Knight of Swords is, it's sometimes about pushing forward without thinking. It can also be about mediating because it's swords and communication. But we have swords up here and we have the 6. Look at all the fish. This is, usually in these cards, it is about a trip overseas. I feel that there's a negative move away from something because of the reversed pentacle, the ace here. It's like, because you picked the ace, that new beginning, that new start. There's a bit of an upheaval to make this new beginning. But it's such a jump forward when you do, and I feel there's some unsurety about it. Not really sure. The mind is, there's inner conflict. It's like you want to pick the safe way of doing things, but coming back to the divine authority, I'm feeling divine order, that things are going the way they should be going, and not to worry about the what ifs, and just to get really passionate into what it is you desire, and just blot out all those negative thoughts and those what ifs, and just look at your potential. It's like everything is, or up to this point, everything has been a challenge or a struggle. Here he's, battling the crocodiles underneath. I think he's like on a raft and he's pushing his way, and going from this one to this one, it's like you're moving away from it, but I feel like you're being dragged backwards, or you're just hitting obstacles. And then of course you've got to this point where you've got this reverse pentacle and everything should be fine. And this one, let's look at it properly, is the God of Fortune. It's about perfect happiness. This is called Bess. And notice all these ones have got water on the bottom. I'm guessing that's water. But to me it looks like water because it's the same blue. And all of a sudden it's clear. Now why this is reversed, I just think you're not seeing, there could be delays, it could be a delay in this, but I am going to turn it back again. Sorry, my alarm went off. I am going to turn it the right way up because this is how it will be. It's just that you've got, it is a bit of an uphill struggle to get to this point, but it is literally around the corner. You're so there, you're just right on the verge of being there, and then wham bam, you've got the 6 of Wands. Which is victory and success, and it's just a realization of your dreams coming true, and just getting over all the past obstacles, and like being able to breathe. And then we come down to these 3, which these are just like battling each other, but I feel that there's good news coming, and there's so many offers in invitations or invites towards your goal. With one, it was about steps, but it's always about steps. When you're looking at goals, it always is going up the ladder, bit by bit. And there's very rarely a bang that things happen overnight. But I feel a bit of inner conflict and outer conflict with which way choices to be made, and which way you're going to go, and asking for advice. And there is someone there that is around you that is good for advice. But when you're taking advice, or when you're listening to advice, at the end of the day, make sure it is your decision, it's your thoughts. That, remember, that divine authority, your higher self, now making sense to me, your higher self knows best for you. So you have to just withdraw for a bit and look at your options. Take in the advice of friends, people that you trust. When these opportunities come forward, the 8 is, here it is about conflict again. It's about being conditioned, and there's a bit of negativity with this. But when you get bad news, don't throw yourself under the bus, you know. But when you get something that you don't want to hear, go back to this divine yourself, your inner self, and think things through. Because everybody faces obstacles. We have awareness. I think you need to open your eyes to what's going on around you, and these delving into these opportunities. I feel this is like a bit of a warning, just to be careful and to look at the finer details of things. I also feel that the struggles sometimes are your own fault, they're your own doing. And these can be avoided, and it's making these decisions to start afresh. And like I said, you've got this wonderful victory card here, and then beneath you, I'm going to say it's beneath you because they're not following. This is beneath you, and I feel this will be. There's always in the back of your mind, you really need to work on with awareness, knowing yourself, knowing thyself, and just looking deeper into your own mind and how you think about things and analysing things. But at the end of the day, we have victory. So I'm not stressed over this one for you. It's just showing its face because it's saying it's here. Be aware, awareness, be aware of what's going on around you. Let's pick an alchemy card. The Knight of Wands is like really good opportunities coming your way, but don't rush into things. Think about things first before you step into anything. Bismuth. Excessive amounts are toxic. Extinguish a situation by taking the fuel away from the fire. Clarity can then be achieved. There's a number 83 there, if that's relevant to you, 8 or 3, or 83 itself. The symbol is like the moon. Is it a full moon and a half moon as different stages of time? Don't rush, think things through. Just take in those words. Extinguish a situation by taking the fuel away from the fire. I feel that you've done that here. You've took steps, but it's just that it's big steps, and it's there's still obstacles in the way. You've still got the alligators there, and then this one was reversed, but I put it the right way now because we've got the Six of Wands, which is victory. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. Clarity. So we just spoke about clarity. Clarity can then be achieved. Awareness. In the stillness of dawn, clarity emerges like a crystal clear stream, illuminating the path ahead with unwavering certainty. Things really need to be cleared up. Things need to be resolved. Don't leave anything unresolved. If you've got doubts about things, pull out from that here. You know, it offers pull out and try a different avenue. Eternal union. New love is forming. Wow. If this is about a new love with you, if this is your desire and this is what this is about, then wow, new love is forming. If this is about meeting friends of your soul group and people that you are destined to meet, remember, come back to this one, divine authority. Things are going the way they should be going. It's about having soul support, guidance, emotionally and spiritually. And this is all about meeting new people, where we have these offers and leaving the obstacles behind, leaving the struggles behind and starting afresh, but opening up and having that clarity is vital to making things work and having that inner self-awareness of what you're doing, and stop stumbling and look down at the ground where you walk and just keep one step ahead. And you will find that you will have where you haven't trusted or loved, you will find that there's new trust in people. You will find that there's a new understanding, a new love for others, and new and existing relationships, whether it's family, children, actual love, and finding that connection. But remember, you have to love yourself as well. There's an affirmation: I am a living and loving expression of the eternal union. True love is limitless. That's all I'm going to say with that one. Okay, any last messages? Remember who you are. Remember where you came from. Remember what's meant to be should be your own desire. And thank you for being with me on pile number 2 reading. Hope to see you again soon. Hello, pile number 3. And you picked this symbol for strength and endurance and stability. It's called the Djed. If you want to look it up, it's D-J-E-D. It's a pillar. And if you look at the rows, to me it's like stages and steps that you aim towards with stability, strength, agility and endurance. And with that endurance you have the 10 of Wands, which you can see this one is holding up this pillar. I mean, they're not sad, they're not struggling, but I do feel that with the 10 and this endurance that you're taking on, or you already have taken on, other people's problems, and you're trying to cope with all your own stuff, but you're a shoulder. Oh, here we go. You're a shoulder to cry on for everybody else. So this has to change, and you are managing, or maybe you're not managing and you're really trying to fool yourself that you are managing. And I get the feeling that it's like someone's like, oh, please help me. Like you're the only one that can help me. And there could be some deceit with this card. I feel like it's overbearing and people are pushing you, and eventually this thing's going to fall on top of you if you're not careful. You don't be a martyr. Look after yourself first. Okay, I'm going to put this card back in the deck and put that over there. So endurance is a thing that is coming through that you need to address. Wow. There's an actual, he's come out again. We've got the Ten of Pentacles as well, which is a nice card. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which was, I think it was pile number 1 or 2. Okay, I picked 8 for this one. I wanted to. And I'm glad I did because Judgment's there. So come on. Get yourself together. You think things are working out great and things are going your way. You've got the victory card here. It's a win-win. But look, you've got this one, which is about endurance. It is about stability, and it is about strength, and that's emotional strength, not just merely physical strength, but it is a bit of both, and it's pushing through stuff. And sometimes I feel that you're pushing yourself too hard and other people are leaning on you when you need to look after yourself a bit more. Good things are coming though. You've got victory. You are moving away. Sometimes this is actually a trip overseas. And you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Something that you deserve. And it could be this abundance. It could be that you've worked really hard towards something. You've obviously have been slaving away. You're pushing yourself to the utter limit to achieve this, and you will. You've got success, and look at that, you've got the 10. But at what cost? I'm just going to close my eyes because we do want messages from Thoth. Make sure your decisions are about you. Make sure your decisions are about your goals and not someone else's. Make way for new ideas, but don't take them at face value. Stick to your guns. So Judgment, looking back on past events, it's about a new beginning and an awakening. And what did I just say about face value? Sometimes when I close my eyes and I say things, I don't really take in what I'm actually saying. It just comes out of my mouth. But the face value thing comes here about judgment, like about looking deeper into things, how you can improve your life. This is about, this here is mummification. This one is mummifying the body. So, here we have judgment in itself, wanting to go on from this world to the next, the transition, the transformation. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. which is usually the only horse in the night that is on a standstill when it's sort of reached, you've reached a plateau and then things stop. And we still have the Ten of Wands that's come out here. You really need to think about yourself first before you can help others. You can deal with it, you can help other people. Obviously you want to, it's in your genes to help. But you have to look after yourself first, and some things you have to do for yourself to set things in motion for others, if that makes sense. You know, here we have, these are honest people. If it's a person, the Knight of Pentacles are honest and reliable. So I feel that you can fall back onto another. That you know, stop taking all these burdens yourself and you be the other person. Switch it. Judgment, it's time for you to start looking at others for assistance, for help, for advice, for a shoulder to cry on. And this is where this sit down time is here, this time to reflect because of judgment, and this stop. Literally when I said stop, my alarm went off, and oh, the electricity keeps going weird tonight for some reason. I feel like you're not being honest with yourself. This can be about deceit, but I feel it's about being honest with yourself and just deep down looking at the matter in hand. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. This is about family income. It can be about inheritance as well, but it is family matters, but it's richness, and it's money being earned and money you deserve. Coming back to judgment, it's something that you deserve. So we're pointing towards, oops, that one fell out, so I'm going to use it. Blessed sight. We are pointing towards success because we have the Six of Wands. I don't know why, but I want to pick another one. Creativity and blessed sight. You can see what's going on. I think when you look deeper at others' situations, you can see what's going on, and it's like, you know, when you look at a person and what's going on in their life, you can see the way it's going to go, and that's, you know, why you're good at giving advice, and you are good at it because you do have this blessed sight. But I feel there's a bit of repressed creativity that wants to push through. I think you may be, you're disappointed at the moment. Disappointed with yourself or disappointed with others. Maybe the way things have turned out, but you really shouldn't be, because like I said, straight after you hit this one comes the success and the victory. Oh, I think my dogs are having a fight. With that, let's pick a dragon card. Trickery. There's a bit of, there is, you know, this one is about deceit. This one has a little bit of deceit in it, and then we have trickery. Keep alert for a traitor lurks in the shadows, but with open eyes one can pierce the veil of deception and safeguard the sanctuary of truth. So yeah, I do feel like people may be leaning on you and just giving their sort of little stories to get you on their side. That to me is like, it's not someone's lying to you to gain something from you, although in a way it is, but I feel that they could twist a story around to make you feel sorry for them and then get you on their side. So blessed sight, you can see through this. You can, and that's the thing. And they're the people that you need to, you know, just not push aside, but just a gentle nudge in a different direction and let them get on with it. I'm going to pick an alchemy card. Number 3. Oh, we have arsenic. Change, transformation, physical changes. The number 33, or 3 and 3. On the other hand, things are not what they seem. Deceit. Wow. This is like in your face. Toxic in large amounts, which is what arsenic is. And this is, to me, this is these people that are toxic in large amounts. You really need to sort out your social group and the people that are really using you. They really are, and they're pulling your leg. So you need to get some insight on that. And I'm going to pick a spiritual card, the Sacred Spirit, to see what we can do to get out of this, you know, and see the truth in people. Sacred Divinity. There are 2 paths ahead. I'm going to read from this one, just parts of it. Connecting and creating a strong sisterhood or brotherhood is fantastic. Coming back to, you know, the original card that you chose. Bonding with people because they've got problems and they're not telling you the utter truth. But you must remember, you radiate with energetic duality. If you find yourself ignoring or judging this side of yourself, ask yourself what you are hiding. Identify these qualities without judgment and work on healing or balancing these aspects. Right now you're being asked to honor the sacred divinity that exists within you, expressing the divine traits of creativity, expression, gentleness, confidence and strength is what is required now. You know, we're looking at this one, strength. It's not strength to help everybody else, it's strength to help yourself. Give yourself a special gift to remind you of this inner journey and how much you care about your divine self and well-being. This is about looking after yourself. Currently, distortion of the divine feminine or masculine has occurred within you. You may be feeling highly analytical or overly emotional. Now is the time to address this issue as you are weighed down with imbalanced energies. Wow, this is like in your face. Stop worrying about everybody else. Their problems will get sorted. Feel the beauty and love that is uniquely you and honor it. Whoops, I'm dropping all the cards. There are 2 paths ahead. You will listen to this, you will do this because you do have this blessed sight and you have this victory. But I feel you can slip here because of the 10 of Wands coming back to us. You can slip into this, oh, but so-and-so needs help. Just when you're like that and you start getting bogged down, come back to your sacred divinity. Come back to you and your needs and take that step back and stop and think about things and open your eyes, and you will get the dreams that you wish for because you have the victory here. And I hope you enjoyed that reading, and do come again soon.